Have you ever wondered what a farming sim game would look like if it took place in a post-apocalyptic world? Yeah, I can't say I have either. This is Dolok Town, the farming sim game that takes place in a post-apocalyptic world. And truthfully, it's kind of amazing. But what makes it so amazing? Is it the environment? The fact that it's a side-scroller? Maybe because it's a little different from other farming games? And to that, I say all the above. This game is a hidden gem because it takes the formula of the farming sim genre and transforms it into something pretty different. Since I've been playing farming sims, predominantly games like Stardew Valley and Fields of Mystria, I know this is a small fraction of the genre, I have always enjoyed them, and honestly never thought that it would need a game to stray away from the formula. I was perfectly content with playing games that were very similar to one another, and I really didn't try to find anything that was different in the farming sim genre. Or maybe there was never something different within the space to begin with. Until now. Dolok Town was the game I discovered through a YouTube trailer that looked very different compared to other farming games I had played. Most games in the space bring a very wholesome, green, the whole world awaits you feel to them. You know, it feels very joyous. Dolok Town brought a darker shade to the world. Everything about the colors of the game were darker and not as vibrant as a world like Stardew Valley was, for example. I was like, this is odd. That's when it clicks with me. There are a ton of features and specifics about Dolok Town that makes it different, but there is one major thing in particular that stood out to me most. What made it truly unlike other games within the same space. Dolok Town environment is something that is in total contrast with the general formula of a cozy farming game. When you think of cozy, you think lively colors, a world that feels very welcoming, the grass is green, the birds are chirping, you get the whole idea. In Dolok Town, the colors aren't as vibrant, the grass is not as green as it should be, there are no birds chirping, I think, but it's not as grim as it sounds. Without trying to be extremely ominous, which I definitely was coming off as ominous, the environment in Dolok Town is one of the major factors that really reeled me in. The whole post-apocalyptic feel to the game felt so unique to me. I've seen post-apocalyptic sites and a lot of different types of media, the genre isn't new to me, but seeing it in a game where you mostly farm is kind of surreal. Very surreal. With such a harsh environment as shown in Dolok Town, it presents a whole new, unique experience in the farming sim genre that really sticks out. Having a post-apocalyptic world enables you to do some pretty funky stuff, as you could probably imagine. Instead of living in a suburban home, you live in a tent. Instead of regular weather, you get acid rain. And acid rain really fucking sucks to deal with. Instead of fighting slimes, you have to fight murderous drones that fly around and shoot missiles at you. Instead of using a sword to fight these drones, you have your own drone. This is all able to be in this cozy farming game because it's set in a unique environment that we haven't encountered too much. And I love it. But how do we as a player exactly perceive this amazing world the game gives us? I'll tell you, believe it or not, it's not the same way you view other farming games. It's quite different. Again, in Fields of Mystria, another farming game I thoroughly enjoy, you see the world from a top-down angle. At least that's what I think it's called. That's what I'm calling it. This angle pretty much makes you feel like you're looking down on the world as if you're God, and you can see everything within a 50-meter radius of your character. Dolok Town takes on a different way of viewing the game. You're not seeing everything from above, but rather from the side. I think this is considered a side-scroller. Now, you're probably thinking, damn, playing a farming game from this perspective is kind of odd. And I totally agree. I feel like I see side-scrollers used more in platforming games, so how exactly does it work here? Obviously, you wouldn't be able to lay out your farm the same way other popular farming games do, so Dolok Town once again changes it up. The game actually encourages players to build their farm upwards. You can craft these platforms that allow you to scale your farm and build at different heights, rather than just running across it on a horizontal level. I find this really interesting because you wouldn't be able to lay out your farm upwards when you're viewing from a top-down angle, but because Dolok Town is a side-scroller, you're able to take advantage of your perspective and build vertically. As you could probably imagine, building a farm upwards is such a sick concept. I was so used to just laying out my farms on a grounded level, rather than even thinking what building on multiple different levels could be like. Now, I can have different plants on various levels, and it's the coolest shit ever. Building a farm vertically really just opens up a whole new world to you. Dolok Town does a lot of things different from other farming sim games, as you know by now. A completely special environment from the norm, extreme weather events, killer robots, a side-scroller perspective, and an upwards farm, to list a few. But at its core, it is still that cozy farming game you want to play. Yes, Dolok Town is a big outlier from other farming games, but you're still welcomed with familiar elements. You farm, of course, interact with villagers, go fishing, which is the best thing to do in these type of games, take on quests, and progress your skill tree. It is not disconnected from the farming sim space at all, and is there for people who want to try something a little new and unique. At its core, it still encompasses a farming game, and doesn't abandon that idea at all. If anything, that concept is added onto, and it's pretty fucking cool. But do all the cool features I listed make Dolok Town a better game than something like Stardew Valley? No, it doesn't. It's not a better game at all. I have over 400 hours on Stardew Valley, and honestly, it's one of my favorite games of all time. But that doesn't mean Stardew Valley is better either. It's because I've played Stardew Valley so much that I can admire something that is quite different compared to it. While a game like Stardew Valley will stand at the pinnacle of farming sim games, in my opinion, games like Dolok Town are appreciated more because of that. It's because we're used to the norm that something different can be enjoyed for the new things it brings to the table. So why not enjoy both sides of the genre? Dolok Town is a different side of the genre. As you definitely know by now, I've drilled like a million differences inside your brain. It brings a very refreshing feel to the farming sim space. Despite it being early access, oh my god bruh, listen, I know, it feels pretty polished, even if it is missing a few features right now. This game is a pleasant change of pace in a genre I didn't think would really need change. I personally think you should try the game, even if you don't really dabble in farming games. Try something new in your coffee, why don't you? Oh my god, I came up with that line, that's my line. And that marks the end of the video. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. You could subscribe to me, it'd be pretty cool. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I think that's a pretty good goal. Peace.